Alright, hello everybody. My name is Matthew Crincoli. Here, let me just fix that up a little bit. Okay. Hello everybody. My name is Matthew Crincoli. Now, before we begin this video, sorry, that was my mom's car that just started because she just left. So, before we begin, I'd just like to say that I have an official website. It's my photography and filmmaking website, and everything that I post, whether it's photos or videos, whatever I take, they will be posted onto my website. You can also find the website link in the description down below, and you can also find it on my Facebook page. It should be like right over by my bio, I think. So, go check it out. I just started it yesterday. It's going great so far. I have my own business now, my own photography business. So make sure to go check that out. Like I said, links in the description. Now, let's get on to the video. So, first off, you guys have probably been wondering why I've been gone for so long. I've been gone for like 6 days now. Here, let me get something for you guys. Let me just back that up a little. Okay. This is the Star Wars cup. Let me see if I could zoom in on that. Oh, yeah. I know y'all see this here. Just trying to get it to zoom in as best as possible. No, my face isn't there. There we go. I just gotta cover my face. So you could see, there we go. I'm probably gonna have to reverse this, maybe in the editing system, so that you guys could see that. There we go, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Not The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker. This was a limited edition at the Cinemark theaters. So, yeah, pretty dope. There we go. Cinemark. So, yes, I did make a bit of a video saying that I was going to see the Star Wars movie a couple days ago. Alright, everybody, it's finally happened. Today's Saturday. I'm going to see Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. And after that video, I went to see it. Okay, this is going to be a full review on the movie. So first, I'm going to start off with the spoilers. Yes, this is going to be a full spoiler review. So this video is going to take pretty long. And then afterwards, I'm going to do my opinions on it. Let me just focus in on my face. There we go. Beautiful. And then after I do my opinions on it, then I'm going to state what I wish they should have done and what I wish they shouldn't have done. Okay. Let's do this. So, if you guys didn't know, I went to go see the movie Saturday with my mom. We both liked the movie. Now, if you guys didn't know, on my Facebook page, I've made about 3 posts stating that I've binge watched all of the Star Wars movies. Like, within a day or two, I was able to complete the first 3 originals. And then afterwards, within like another day or two, I was able to complete all of the next 3 episodes. And then after that, I was able to complete The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So, I've watched all of them except for Rogue One and the Solo movie. But I already watched that a long time ago, so I've already seen it, but I've mostly been sticking to the main storyline. So, now y'all can't say, well, Matt, you've never watched the originals. Yes, I did, bitch. Okay? Now I'm getting notifications on my phone from the freaking AMC channel. So, without any further ado, let's do this. So the movie was a little under 2.5 hours, I'm pretty sure. And so let's start it off like this. So sorry guys if I don't get many names wrong. You know, if I do get many names wrong, or if I just can't think of like certain parts of the movie, I will be skipping ahead through different parts. So, and then I might be coming back to other parts. The movie starts off with Kylo Ren. All right, you know, he's beating down everybody with a lightsaber, with his beast ass lightsaber. All right, that's a freaking dope lightsaber. I could put that on display if I had it. Trust me. Um, so he goes into the building where the Emperor has been hiding, and the Emperor says that he wants Kylo to kill Rey. And but he tells Kylo to be careful because Rey has much more power than any other Jedi. So his new task is to go and kill Rey. So Rey is on the lookout for this like finder type tool, and there's only 2 of them that were ever made. And so she goes out to look for one, and the Pathfinder, I think it tells her where the Emperor is. So she's on the lookout for the Emperor. Kylo already knows where the Emperor is because he has the other finder tool. And the other finder tool is in the old Death Star that crashed on like a different planet. So they're in the desert. We have Rey, we have Finn, we have Poe, we have R2D2, Chewbacca, and C3PO. So they're all in the middle of the desert because they got stuck under quicksand, which is how they were able to find a knife from somebody that tried to escape, and on that knife was a reading in a different language that shows, sorry, a train is just going by my house. They go by like 20 different times a day. It's insane. So on the knife is a writing that shows where the other finder tool is. So C3PO was able to decode it, but in his programming, he wasn't able to give it out to them. So they try to go to a different planet to find somebody that would be able to go through his memory system so that they could get it out of him. So before leaving the desert planet, because I have no idea what the hell the name of the planet is, so the First Order comes through, which is the old Empire, but since Darth Vader is dead, you know, Kylo is here and it's the First Order now. So Kylo Ren comes, and a shuttle ship comes down, and they take Chewbacca. And so Rey uses the Force to try and stop the ship from leaving in the air and going back to the main ship. And same thing as Kylo, he uses the Force, and they're both using the Force to try and keep the ship from leaving. So one's trying to make it leave, and then Rey is trying to put it back down on the ground. And so Rey gets a bit out of control, and if you guys didn't know, they captured Chewbacca, and he's on that ship. So, because he was the one with the knife. He was carrying the knife. So, Rey gets out of her power, and she uses the Force, like, way too hard, and it blows up the whole goddamn ship, killing Chewbacca. Pause. So she thinks that Chewbacca's dead, and so either way, the cargo ship's blown up, so they all think that Chewbacca's dead. Now, they leave, and Kylo leaves, and next thing I know, Chewbacca is still alive, and they have him on the main shuttle. I will get to my opinions after I do the spoilers for y'all, okay? So, they have Chewbacca captured, and so Rey and the rest of the whole gang, they go to a different planet to try and find somebody that could force the code, force the location out of C-3PO. And so they do find somebody, but at the same time, Kylo finds out where Rey is. So, at the same time that they're trying to force his memory out of him, Kylo and all the rest of the stormtroopers are trying to find them. So, C-3PO said that if they were to force the location out of his system, then that would do a complete memory wipe of him. So, they get the location out of him, but then he just completely turns off. Okay, so all his memory is gone. But later on in the movie, R2-D2 had a backup memory file and was able to put him back on track. So don't get worried. So they find out the location of where it is, and so here's what happens. So Rey sneaks on to the main shuttle ship and, tries and, finds the finder or whatever. I forgot what she was doing up there, but at the same time, Kylo was talking to her through her head, trying to find out where she was. So she was in the display room where Darth Vader's broken mask was, and Kylo was able to pull that away from her. And so now Kylo knows where she is. And so, at the same time, one of the generals on the ship, one of the main generals that has been there for a few of the films now, he's a secret spy on a mission to kill Kylo Ren. Because he's like, oh yeah, I'm the secret spy. Because, Kylo had all of them captured on his ship. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm the secret spy. I'm getting you out of here. And he's like, oh no, I don't care what you guys are trying to do. I'm just trying to see Kylo Ren fail in his mission. And I'm like, okay, I'll save that for my opinion. So, Kylo finds out that the general is a secret spy, and he gets killed. So, the other time, Rey has the knife with her, and they go onto a different planet where the fallen Death Star is. And she pulls this ruler measure type thing out of the side of the knife blade, and it gives out one of those little indented locations on the ruler where you have to put it up to your eye and eye it out until it shapes up with the location. And so it's somewhere on the fallen Death Star in the middle of the ocean. And at the same time, Finn meets this girl on the planet that was also a forced stormtrooper that escaped. So they have something in common now. So at the I'm going to go back a little bit now from when they were back onto the desert. So, they all meet this guy that helps them escape the stormtroopers. So, and the guy is the same guy from, I want to say, episode 2? I think it was episode 2. Either that or episode 1. So, they meet somebody from an older episode. So he helps them escape the stormtroopers on the desert. So that was just a bit of a bring back from the old episode. So now back onto Rey on the planet. So she finds a speeder and she goes off searching for the other finder tool. And at the same time, so she gets onto the Death Star, and she was able to find the Finder tool. But at the same time, Kylo was there, and he takes it from her. So these two are fighting it off, and at the same time, Finn and everybody else was able to get the Millennium Falcon, because if you don't know, they crashed onto the planet. So they were able to go to where Rey was, and at the same time, Rey and Kylo are fighting on the broken piece of the Death Star, and so Princess Leia, which I gotta say, they did an amazing job of using CGI to like mimic her. Like that was just absolutely amazing. So Princess Leia was able to mind voice with Kylo and was able to distract him. But at the same time that she did that, she died from doing that. I guess because she didn't like have enough power in her to do that. But at the same time, Kylo Ren was distracted enough that Rey just completely freaking yeeted his own lightsaber into his body, into his chest. So he's laying there dying, and Rey's nice enough to fix him back up with her healing powers, which was just discovered this movie, but I'll go into the after review. So she heals him up, and she takes off, and so does everybody else, leaving Kylo alone on the planet. And so Kylo has a vision of his father, Han Solo. And this time, Kylo just gives up. He throws his lightsaber into the middle of the water. He's done. All right, he's done being the bad guy. So I'm gonna do a lot of talking in this video, just completely letting y'all know. So, oh, sorry, I'm out of breath here. So, Rey and everybody else makes they're able to find where the Emperor is, and he's on a planet. It has like a weird name, but it's like a hidden planet, which is why they needed the Finder tool to find where he was and what planet he was on. So it's a hidden planet that's not on the map of the galaxy, so that's why they needed the Finder tool. So that just came back to my mind. So they go, all of them, all together, everybody, they all go onto the planet, and there's like tons of Star Destroyers there. There's like hundreds of them protecting that planet. So everybody else is fighting off the Star Destroyers, and Rey is on a one-on-one with the Emperor. So the Emperor tries to talk Rey into killing him so that she can become the next Emperor. So Rey finds out that the Emperor is actually her father. So she's the daughter. I don't know, y'all. So, and she finds that out through Kylo Ren, like earlier, midway through the story. She finds that out through Kylo, that the Emperor Palpatine is her father. So, it was a bit of a surprise. Like, I didn't really see that coming, because, like, she was, like, born knowing that her parents will never come back, and she never knew her parents. So she finds out that the Emperor is her father. So the Emperor is trying to lead her onto the dark side, which she refuses. So um, next thing we know, Kylo Ren. Okay, yeah. Now I'm on the right track. So Kylo Ren gets his way onto the ship, and they team up together, destroying everybody else on that planet except for the Emperor. So the Star Destroyers are still there, but they're like on like inside of the planet. So the Emperor just completely uses his powers and like yeets Kylo Ren into like an abyss. And so like we're thinking, okay, he died. So then since they said that both of them were like teaming up together. I think they said like they were Kylo and Rey were like family or something like that, and so that he could use both of their Jedi powers and take that away from them, so that he could gain his power back. Y'all, I don't know anymore. Really, to be honest with y'all, I don't know. So both of them are completely knocked out after he takes both of their powers. Kylo's just been yeeted into the abyss, and Rey was able to get back up, and so Kylo somehow survives falling in the abyss, which, um, so yeah, Rey kills the Emperor, and and then she, oh, sorry, y'all. So she dies, like she's like badly bruised, and Kylo comes back out of the abyss and uses his healing powers to save her. And then like this was much by surprise. Like I don't know if this is true or not, but if they're cousins, there was a kissing moment between both of them. Now I'll go on to my opinions with that later. So, and then after they kiss, Kylo just completely dies in Rey's arms. And so he disappears, and so does Princess Leia. So they both disappear. So, um, everything back up with the Star Destroyers, they make a signal call for everybody else to come and help them. And so that's exactly what happens. And, yeah, so everybody comes back, they destroy. Hold on, I'm sorry. We have a dog here, so he's probably pulling some bullshit again. So they get all of the Star Destroyers destroyed because they made an SOS saying, "Look, we found the hope. All right, come and help us. Come and help us destroy everything that the Emperor created." So the Emperor created Snoke. I think he said he created Darth Vader. He created Kylo. Like, he's the powerful being here. So, I'll go on to my opinions with that later. Now, y'all are probably thinking, okay, I'll also go on to that later. So, something just came to my mind. So, anyway, they get the whole planet destroyed. Alright, they save the day. Alright, and everybody goes back to their regular planet. They have their own moment. And then at the end of the movie, kind of acting as like a end post credit scene. So it's a post credit, but it's not really gonna go anywhere afterwards. It's just like a finale credit, like an epilogue or something like that. I don't know what you call that. But Rey goes back onto Luke Skywalker's original home planet, where he originally lived before it was destroyed by the Empire. So she gets her lightsaber and Kylo's lightsaber, and she wraps them up. Or was it Luke? Was it Luke's lightsaber? I think it was her lightsaber and Luke's yeah, because Kylo threw his saber into the water. So it was her lightsaber and Luke's lightsaber. So she wraps both of the lightsabers up in like a purple blanket, and she puts them onto the ground, and the ground soaks them up. So, this lady that was like riding like some type of animal or something, some old lady, she was like, I've been here on this planet for so long, completely alone. And she was like, who are you? And so Rey said that she was Rey Skywalker. And that's how the movie ends. Whew. That was a long review. Okay. So now let's go on to my opinions throughout the movie. The movie was greatly okay. So that's in between a great and a perfect. It was greatly okay, but for a finale, like for a complete series finale, it could have been a much longer movie. I feel like some scenes were rushed, and then other scenes were in it just for the drama point. But tell me why The Last Jedi is the longest movie out of all of them. The Last Jedi is 150 minutes, which is exactly 2.5 hours. So this one here was, I want to say, 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours 22 minutes, something like that. It usually stays like a quarter through the 2 hour line. So, yeah, I gotta say, it could have been longer. It could have had more detail. Like I said, I think some scenes in it were rushed. So, they could have, slowed down the pace a little bit. There were tons of fighting scenes, trust me. And there were a lot of badass moments in the movie. Yeah, I really think the movie was great. Now I'm gonna go on to what I wish they wouldn't have done. So, first, let's start off by saying this. So, at the end of episode... me thinking here. At the end of... I don't know. I forgot which episode it was, but I think Emperor Palpatine was killed in one of the episodes, wasn't he? I think so. He looks vaguely familiar. Okay, he was killed in episode 1 by Darth Vader. Because, see, this is how the movies work. They start off with episode 4, 5, and 6, and then afterwards they go on to episode 1, 2, and 3. So, it's a very confusing timeline. I wish they would have started with the first, second, and third first, and then put 4, 5, and 6 afterwards. But they did it the other way around. So, I guess they did it as a how it all came to be, because it keeps confusing me, because I'm going in the order of the movies as they came out. Because I was like, okay, well, there was an emperor in part 1, and he got killed, and then there was an emperor in part 3, but he's still alive. And I was like, no, wait, it's the other way around. So the emperor was killed by Darth Vader, and somehow the emperor is back again. Like he was made by machines or something. Like he's all connected to wires now. So, oh, Jesus Christ. So, okay, so he's killed. They remade him. Okay, sure, but if you're gonna remake somebody that powerful, how does he still have all the powers? If he's an artificially made being now that was recreated by machines, then how does he still have the same amount of power that the human one did, that the original one did, which was really unexplainable because it really made no sense into why they made that a thing now. Like, the Emperor's back now, made by machines, and he's all connected to wires, and he's gaining his powers back. Like, that makes no sense, because still, he is very powerful. He's almost as powerful as Darth Vader. But at the same time, how do you create somebody that powerful by machines? That's very impossible, in my opinion. So, another thing was, the Emperor was there at the beginning of the movie. Kylo knew about the Emperor. Rey knew about... Everybody knew about the Emperor. Okay? And it was really confusing, because it's like... There were no post-credits to The Last Jedi saying, okay, the Emperor is still alive. They did it to us in the teaser trailer for The Rise of Skywalker, saying the Emperor is back. And so we're thinking, okay, maybe nobody knows that the Emperor is still alive, and they find him by accident. Like, maybe sometime mid into the movie. No, he was there since the beginning. So Kylo knows about the Emperor, Rey knows about the Emperor, and I'm like, that's really strange. Like, that quickly? I wasn't expecting the Emperor to be there that quickly. So, that's another thing that I wish they kind of slowed down on, because now that's saying, okay, the Emperor is back. Everybody, roll with it. And so, I'm just thinking in my head in the theater, I'm like, okay, the Emperor is back this soon. Let me just put this onto a separate storyline where everybody now knows that the Emperor is still alive from the beginning. So, I'm just rolling with the story like, okay, the Emperor is back. Everybody knows about it, which was still kind of strange. Another scene was where they all thought Chewbacca was killed. I would have been okay with Chewbacca's death, because now he can rest with Han Solo. But of course, movies have to be movies. He's still back. Don't ask me how he's still back, because there was only one capture shuttle that landed with him in it. Okay? Rey completely blew the shit out of that shuttle. Oh, and they captured him. He's on the main goddamn shuttle now. That makes a lot of sense. Alright? Y'all got everybody in the theater here thinking, oh my god, Chewbacca's dead. And then they just show him on the shuttle. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit alert. Major bullshit alert. Alright? These people need to stop it. Get some help. So, that was another scene that I wish they would have just left alone. Alright? Because, like, that's really just so freaking stupid. Okay, she killed him. So what? He doesn't still need to be alive. Alright? What other scenes got me? I don't know. I think that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the fact that with C-3PO wiping his complete memory, and then R2-D2 has a backup that immediately puts all his memory back into him. It's like, oh my god, y'all just need to stop it. Alright? So, thank God they didn't turn the movie into a comedy like they did with The Last Jedi, because there were so many corny moments in The Last Jedi. It was like, how the hell did this movie get a 97% rating in Rotten Tomatoes. The movie was just so stupid and pointless. Okay, so what? Luke Skywalker dies, making a vision of himself to distract Kylo Ren. Okay, that's all we needed to know in a 2.5 hour movie. Are y'all serious? That's all that happened. That's the only thing big that happened in that movie, is Luke Skywalker dying. Okay? That was the only big thing that happened in a 2.5 hour goddamn movie. That's the longest Star Wars movie out of all of them. It's pointless. I feel like, in my opinion, they shouldn't have created that movie at all. Like, I get it. Okay, sure. You want to kill off Luke Skywalker, but at the same time, you're gonna do it in that simple and stupid of a movie. But that's just my opinion. In my opinion, okay, if you're gonna kill off Luke Skywalker, then just have him live the rest of his days on the island. Like, we knew he would have died anyway. Because, I mean, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to rot on the island so that there would be no more Jedis. But still, now there's Rey. So, I guess, yeah, that's a period ending right there. So, Rey's the last Jedi. There's no more Kylo Ren, no more Emperor, no more Snoke, no more Darth Vader. But there's still the First Order. Unless that all got destroyed. Did it? I don't know. I don't know if it got destroyed. But there's still got to be like a few First Order shuttles left somewhere in the galaxy. But even then. So, things that they did right. Things that they did right. I think everything other than what I just said before, I think everything else was pretty good. Oh wait, one more bad thing. The end kissing scene with Rey and Kylo. Okay, I gotta look this up afterwards, but if they're cousins, that is goddamn disgusting. Alright? It's a galaxy movie. It's not how Alabama was created, okay? It's a simple movie with a PG-13 rating, and we have we have two family members here making out. Alright? And that wasn't even like a simple goodbye kiss. That was a love kiss, bitch. And you can't say it wasn't. That was a bullshit kiss, alright? That was a, if you were still alive, Kylo, I would let you slip it in me, alright? That's what type of kiss that was, I think. Don't flag this video, please. So, other than that, the movie was pretty good. Okay, so, now I'm gonna hear some stories about the movie. I have two different stories. So, I heard that it took Lucasfilms, it took me so freaking long to figure out the name. It took them, like, so long, not so long, it costed so much money to be able to do the CGI effects for Carrie Fisher. I was like, they did a good-ass job with those effects. Now, I could see they limited the amount of scenes with her in it as best as they could. Because doing stuff like that shit ain't easy. And it looked exactly like her. I was like, yo, this is what happens now in 2019. We have so much good special effects. It's like, holy shit. Jesus Christ, that looks really, like, it looks like she was actually there on camera, even though we all know she wasn't. I knew she was gonna die in this movie because, I mean, they ain't got that much money, alright? So, other than that, there was another scene, which was the final scene afterwards, where everybody came back onto the planet and everybody was giving each other hugs and kisses and giving a good job hug to each other. There was this one scene, and I found out about it before I saw the movie because, Google and their top stories, everybody was overreacting over one scene in the movie. So, there was a scene, and it wasn't focused on, alright? It was out of focus. Like, hold on, if I were to do... Shit, that still don't work. Let me see here. How the fuck do I do this? Like, if I were to put my face out of focus right now and try and zoom in on the back, let me see, can this work? I look like an... Okay, anyway, it was like the background back here, like everything's blurred out, alright, and it's mostly focusing on two main characters. In the background that was like blurred, like fuzzed out, there were two women pilots, that were kissing. So obviously they're in love with each other. People were making such a big goddamn deal about it. Like, okay, and so what? It's not like it was focused on. Like, I didn't even notice it until the last second, where I was like, okay, wait. Because they were making this top story on, like, some news channel, like, saying that everybody was overreacting about a same-sex kissing. I was like, what? Really, people? Really? Like, come on now. Alright? Give Lucasfilms a break, alright? It's not like it was focused on. Alright, it was in the background. Alright? Like I said, I didn't even notice it until the last second. Which is just, people have too much time on their hands, alright? People get so bored with life that this is what they do. They search around the movie for the littlest goddamn things to make a complaint about. Everybody's trying to make a complaint. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all something to make a complaint about. Y'all want to make a complaint about something? Make a complaint about this. There you go. For all to see. For all to see. What's good? What's good? Come on. Come over here. Make a complaint. Anyway. I guess that's all I have to say right now. Shit, this is really small, actually. Oh. Anyway, that's my review for The Rise of Skywalker. Oh, one last thing. Rotten Tomatoes, just for you. Giving this movie a 56% rating. Really? It was a great okay. Alright? It doesn't deserve... Like I said, how does a 2.5 hour boring, pointless movie get 97% when 30 minutes of that was cut off and was much more interesting and was also a final movie to a very big and very popular franchise get cut off to half of what The Last Jedi got? I'll wait. I'll wait for the answer. I'm gonna wait for y'all to make your speech. Come on, Rotten Tomatoes. Exactly. I was so pissed off when I saw the Rotten Tomatoes rating. I was like, yeah, they gotta be kidding me right now, right? Like, yeah, y'all are just so stupid. I don't even want to listen to Rotten Tomatoes with their bullshit ratings anymore. Alright? because I can't trust them anymore, alright? But other than that... Oh, here's my headband. Other than that, alright, this is going to be a very long editing process for me. So you guys will probably see this like maybe sometime later tonight, because this is going on like 50 minutes now. So, oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys one last thing. A couple more things before I go, because, hold on. So, I do have to back my camera up a bit, but I wanted to show y'all. This right here is Tucker, alright? Just so that y'all can see this little face right here. Alright, we have him for the next 10 days. Let me do a bit of a close-up here, so y'all can see this little schmoopy head. Calm down, boy. See that? Look at this face. Look at this freaking face. How can you say no to this face? Look at this. Look at this. It's like the baby Simba. It's freaking adorable. Say hello. Say go hi. Alright, go on. You can go back in your crate. Yeah, so that's what I was getting distracted at before. But another thing that I want to show you guys, I'm probably going to have to end this recording so that I can do another one. So, hold up. So, right here in my room, as y'all can see, I'm going to put my Star Wars cup back where it goes real quick. Alright, there we go. Make sure I get it on a nice display here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So as y'all can see, right up here, we have a Knives Out poster. Woohoo! I went to go see this movie yesterday. It was freaking amazing. It was like so enhanced with story and like just so... You guys need to go see it. So, yeah. So guys, other than that, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm actually going to close my door real quick. But other than that, I hope you guys do like this video, alright? I know, it's going to be a pretty long video, trust me, alright y'all? Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my website, once again, into the link below. And go check out my Facebook page. My website is also there. So, oh, have a very good Christmas, y'all, alright? I'll probably make a review telling y'all what I got for Christmas. But yeah. Peace.